Hey guys, Rilk here. Welcome back to my Final Fantasy X Let's Play. This is part 25. It's been a while since I've actually done any talking. Yeah, I spent, I think it was 20 hours, playing Blitzball and farming mobs. But we've got everything we need from Blitzball. Let me just double check here. We've got like 10 return spheres and 5 teleport spheres, which is all we really need. Normally I go for 6, but ugh, I I did not expect it to take that long. It's been a long time since I've done this, like 3 or 4 years, so I did not expect it to take this long. But I'm a doofus for not figuring it out. It's definitely gonna take that long, so yeah. I just wanted to see if we had any extra stuff that I need to sell. No, it looks like I did all my selling already. All right, we're ready to move along. I'm gonna have people finish their sphere grid, I think, before I teleport them. Maybe, maybe not. We'll at least grab, I'm gonna stop, um, sorry, I'm gonna stop spending their points and I'm going to use, I should check out what they're wearing and figure out if that's what I want them to wear. I'm gonna have them stop what they're doing, and yeah, we'll wait till we teleport. I'm gonna wait till we hit the Thunder Plains, and we'll be leveling there for a bit too. It's a much nicer spot to level. I'm gonna check out their gear. Actually, damn, we have so many tier 1s. Kind of want to keep this. Brotherhood's a good sword. We don't really need soft shields going on right now. Yeah, the soft shields just made more sense because of we were farming basilisks for a long time. I don't really want to talk to her. She just wants to teach us more about Yevon. But yeah, when we get to the Thunder Plains, I'll mute my mic again, and I'll try to go for the 200 lightning. Oh, great, it's B-Ron and Yankee. I think they're about to tell us that summoners are going missing, and we're gonna lose Yuna. Was pretty much the whole conversation. Plus, making fun of Kimahri is pretty much that whole conversation. Trying to remember if we have another temple to go to before we go through the Thunder Plains, but I can't remember. It's been a long time. I know we pick up Riku first, which is where we get the chance to alter equipment.
What?
Both follow summoners on all fours. Hornless goatlings. Hornless! Hornless!
You come to insult Kimahri?
Wrong. We come to warn little Kimahri. Summoners disappear. Never return. Next will be Kimahri's summoner. Poor Kimahri lost his horn. Next lose his summoner. Pitiful Kimahri. Howl alone. Howl alone.
Okay.
Do those two got something against you? What? They were just picking on you?
Kimahri will deal with them.
And I'll help.
Kimahri alone.
Whoa.
But
Looking at Kimahri's right foot, it's like under the ground.
Kimahri's problem.
You don't see the toes.
Can't interfere.
It's
It's a
weird.
rule.
I'm worried.
Let the Ronso deal with Ronso problems, yeah? That's how it's always been.
I mean, I'm worried about those summoners disappearing.
They aren't just disappearing into thin air.
Hey, if we Guardians do our job, no problem, right?
Oh,
Confident.
Yeah.
So that guarantees Yuna's about to get kidnapped. Nah, I'm just kidding. There will be an attempt though. Ooh, it's Ochu. After all that, you got shattered. I was curious how much health he had, but it was over like 3k, I guess. It's hard to beat that stone touch though. I love how the minimap just tells you where to go. How many freaking level 1 key spheres do we have? We must have more than enough. I can't imagine we don't. We had 6 from that one fight. Now we just picked up another 6. Plus the 2 from the Chocobo Eater. Like, how many freaking level 1 key spheres do we need?
Enough. That's how it's done.
I forgot how long this road was. Oh, it's a Belgemine fight. Okay, she's at least got her. We'll summon
You guys
her
are
thing.
toast.
Just kinda wanna hit them both with energy ring. I like energy ring. Oh, I never mentioned this. I went at the end of the video last time. I went to see if we could pick up the final
That's
piece
how
of
it's done.
Wakka's ultimate weapon, but we need to get the Celestial Mirror too. I forgot that step. I thought I always picked it up there, but obviously not. Alright. Let's go, Belgemine.
I heard you took part in Operation Mihin.
Sort of.
You've seen that Machina aren't the answer. In the end, only summoners can hope to defeat Sin.
You are right. I must train harder.
I can help with that, if you like. I propose a contest of Aeons. A friendly contest, of course.
I'm ready.
I don't remember
That's
which
the
one she
spirit.
summons. Probably
But
Ixion,
before
though.
we begin, I have healed your Aeons. Well, shall we?
I think we'll use Ifrit. I think he's stronger.
Call whichever Aeon you...
He's got more health too, so he can be tanking it a bit more. Also, I forgot about this, but the nice thing about Ifrit is he can heal himself with fire spells. I don't know if he has fire ray yet though. Oh, I didn't expect us to one-shot him. I thought it would be like last time. But I mean, I actually thought he'd have more health than last time. Like, I thought it would only do
That is
like
enough.
about half.
You're good. You bested me fairly.
I
Here,
wouldn't call that
your
fair, but
prize.
okay.
Go on, take it.
Okay, so I think Summoner Soul allows us to, yeah, get abilities for Aeons. So it's just sort of teaching us. Ooh, bomb cores. We might actually have a few of those. You can also increase
I
their
look forward to meet-
stats, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to remember what takes away their caps, like their damage caps. Okay, right now we can only do abilities, I think. Oh, we don't have the items to do Pyra. Bomb cores, no problem. Bomb fragments, okay. Okay, so we don't have enough items. It doesn't tell us how many we need. That kind of sucks. Later we can change their stats too, with that. But I think we need to beat Belgemine again. Ooh, I didn't know that was there. We're gonna really fill out Riku's path with like OP stuff. Cause there's like, I'm trying to think. There's a bunch we can get from the lightning dodges. There's like HP,
That's how it's done.
there's strength, and I think MP is what we'll get out of if I can at least do 100 dodges. How much XP are we getting, or AP are we getting here? Not even as much as we were off the Basilisks. Alright. Oh, I thought this was the last little thing before the Moonflow.
Whoa!
This is the Moonflow.
These are moon lilies. They say that clouds of fireflies gather here when night falls.
The entire river glows like a sea of stars.
Really?
I've got an idea.
Hey, I got an idea!
We're not waiting till nightfall.
Ah. Then, once we beat Sin, we're coming back.
Nobody tells him. Even Orin. I'm surprised Orin didn't tell him.
Hey, we better hurry or we'll miss the shoe puff.
Shoe Puff? That's some kind of boat?
I like the Jack story where he gets really drunk and stabs the shoe puff because he thought it was a monster.
Whoa! What the? Whoa!
This is a shoe puff.
Whoa! Let's ride! Come on, let's go!
All right. We board soon as we ready, huh?
Ooh, it's a waka.
A waka.
Just curious if he's got anything really nice.
Years ago,
Ah, a history lesson?
Jack saw his first shoe puff here. Surprised, he drew his blade and struck it.
Why?
He was drunk, thought it was a fiend.
Oh, brother.
We offered all the money we had as an apology. Jecht never drank again. But it would seem that shoe puff still works here.
No, I don't think so. It's bad idea, yes.
Please, we beg of you.
They're trying to take the shoe puff across with the chocobo.
What's wrong?
This guy won't let our chocobo on the shoe puff.
Ah, it is kind of big.
It's just not fair.
He does have a point, though.
So what? We just leave him behind?
Hey, I didn't say that, just...
It is no good. We will have to find another way. We will find a ford where we can cross on foot.
Yes, Captain Sir.
But that'll take days.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, boy.
That's our captain.
Yeah.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Those words stayed with me. I wonder how Captain Lucille is doing.
Riding a shoe puff isn't that much fun.
How little you know. Some things little boys never grow out of.
Right?
I'm sorry, but if my nephew could ride a shoe puff like that, he would be freaking over the moon. Nephew's quite a bit younger than Titus, but... Okay, I think we talked to this dude. Oh, no, maybe this one.
Ride the shoe.
Yep, let's do
All aboard.
it.
Shoe puff launching.
I don't know why that's so funny to me. Shoe puff launching. I don't think it's very far from the Moonflow to the, what is it, Quado Salam, and then it's
Hey.
Thunder Plains.
Huh?
Take a look.
What?
Oh, right.
Whoa!
Of course, another city underwater.
A sunken city.
A Machina city, 1,000 years old. They built the city on top of bridges across a river.
But the weight of the city caused the bridges to collapse, and it all sank to the bottom.
Right, it's a good lesson.
A lesson?
Yeah. Why build a city over a river, yeah?
Well, it would be convenient with all that water there.
Nope, that's not why. They just wanted to prove they could defy the laws of nature.
I don't think that's why they did that.
I'm not so sure about that.
Yevon has taught us. When humans have power, they seek to use it. If you don't stop them, they go too far, yeah?
Yeah, but don't you use Machina too? Like the stadium and stuff, right?
Yevon, it decides which Machina we may use and which we may not.
So what kind of Machina may we not use then?
Remember Operation Mi'ihen? That kind.
Or war will rage again.
War?
More than 1,000 years ago, mankind waged war using Machina to kill.
They kept building more and more powerful Machina.
They made weapons so powerful, it was thought they could destroy the entire world.
The people feared
Yeah,
that
I feel
Spira
that.
would be destroyed.
But the war did not stop.
What happened then?
Sin came, and it destroyed the cities and their Machina.
The war ended, and our reward was sin.
So, sin's our punishment for letting things get out of hand, eh?
Man, that's rough.
Yeah, it is.
But it's not like the Machina are bad.
Only as bad as their users.
It's because of people like the Al Bhed screwing everything up.
What could that
You had
be?
to say it, didn't you? Now the Al Bhed are gonna attack. Our poor little shoe pup.
Sit down.
Sorry! Ah!
The Al Bhed!
I forgot this was a Waka and Titus only fight.
Luna, we'll save you!
It's the only time in the whole game that they translate underwater a bit. Okay, weird. Do we have a weapon that can see statuses? I'm not sure. Like sensor or whatever? Oh, we do. Oh man, is your damage high now? I'm gonna hit him with, I think it's attack rails. Attack rails is the strongest one Waka has. It's like 8 or 12 hits, I can't remember which. Oh, I forgot the little minigame that comes with it. Damn. Okay, well, only 4. I don't think he's got 1,000 damage. He probably won't even kill it. Nope, not even 200. Okay. Looks like Titus is the main damage dealer here. Kinda wanna up the damage for Titus a bit. I wanna try to get an overkill. I think he has a decent item. 900 health. Okay, we've done 3 buffs. I'll hit him again with Waka. That should do like 400, I would think. Yeah. Alright, let's finish him off. We got the overkill. Perfect. Didn't even have to fight off the depth charges. Yeah, it just attacks you, really. It's just boop, boop, boop. Excuse me. Mega Phoenix. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine.
Those Al Bhed,
Is everybody okay?
I'm sorry. We're all okay now.
Yuna.
Sit down.
Super full speed ahead.
I don't know why, but Shoot Puff Launch is like my favorite
Damn the
move in this
outlet.
game now.
What do they want from us? Could it have something to do with Luca? What are they after Yuna for? Wait, they're mad they lost the tournament. Oh wait, they're mad about Operation Mihen.
I wonder. Didn't Kamari's clansmen say something about summoners disappearing?
Ah, so the Albed are behind that. Those sand-blasted grease monkeys.
Rude.
Hey, Waka. It's no use complaining about the Albed now, right? We'll protect Yuna from anyone, anywhere. It's that easy. That's all I need to know.
Well, I guess so.
You're right.
Shoot Puff Launch.
Looks like we're stuck here for a...
Guard Yuna.
No. It's Chop Chop. This is another person you can hire for games. I can't remember if she's super good, although we have the stats right here. 14 attack, 15 endurance. Shot and pass are kind of crap though. That sucks. I don't know. I guess she's not as good as I remember. Alright, let's go find Riku. Wakey wakey.
You're not dead? Huh?
Oh, I can't skip this.
Huh?
Thought I was done for back there.
Ah! Riku! You're Riku! Hey! You're okay! How you been?
Terrible.
Yeah, you don't look so good. What happened?
You beat me up, remember?
Huh? Oh, that Machina? That was you?
Why would you admit that?
Oh, that really hurt, you know. You big meanie.
Wait, but you attacked us!
Nuh-uh. It's not exactly what you think.
Yo! Friend of yours.
You could say that.
Pleased to meet ya. I'm Riku.
Yuna? Lulu? I told you about her, remember? She was the one who helped me before I was washed up on Besaid. She's an Albed.
Good save.
Oh.
Terrible.
Wow, so you like all your life. What luck meeting here, huh? Praise be to Yevon. So, Riku, you look a little beat up. You okay?
Waka.
Huh? What?
There's something we need to discuss.
Oh, go ahead.
Girls only. Boys, please wait over there.
Right. Sorry, Waka.
Huh? What? Ah.
I think that just means walk over there. They'll talk to Orin. Or Kamari.
Sir Orin? I would like Riku to be my guardian.
Show me your face.
Huh?
Look at me.
Oh, okay.
So we get to see your eyes here.
Open your
They're,
eyes.
Quite a bit distinct. That's a trait of the Albed.
As I thought.
No good?
Are you certain?
100%. So, anyway, can I?
If Yuna wishes it.
Yes, I do.
Riku's a good girl. She helped me a bunch.
Well, I'm for it. The more the merrier.
Righto! Then I'll just have to be the merriest.
It was strange. Even though Wakka had always hated the Albed,
Riku, at your service.
he never realized Riku was one of them.
Oh, he well, I don't remember if he realizes or he finds out later on. I don't remember when we get the equipment. I thought it was right when we got, like, the equipment modification. I thought it was right when we picked up Riku.
I wonder what's inside.
Oh, now that we have Riku, we can run into treasure chests. Not very often, but in places like, I'm trying to remember.
Yahoo!
Omega runes. There's mimics and stuff, so you run into them quite a bit.
You should know, I'm scary when I get mad. I'm gonna use that item I just got on you.
No, don't
You'll
do
be
it.
sorry.
I want those bomb cores. Yeah, I used the bomb fragments instead. Mix is pretty overpowered if you have the right items. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's just pretty overpowered in general.
What did you just do?
That was great!
I can combine items and use them like this. It's not that tough, really.
So if you leave the treasure chest alone, like for instance I killed off both the bugs before the treasure chest, we can't steal from it. I think you're more likely to run into treasure chests with Riku in the front party.
See ya!
I thought she was just gonna instantly start getting S levels from battles, just because she should be really under leveled, but I guess not. That kind of sucks.
Oh yeah!
So who's next?
I was hoping she would, because she's super vulnerable right now with such low health.
That's how it's done.
Oh yeah!
Ooh, remedies. didn't know he had remedies. Oh, I was really hoping for that stone hit.
No time to waste. Let's go.
Yeah, okay, so we're already in Guadosalam. Perfect, so we will be getting to Thunder Plains pretty soon, actually. I alt-tabbed and tabbed back and it lagged the map like crazy, I don't know why.
We have been expecting you, Lady Yuna. Welcome to Guadosalam. This way, my lady. This way.
Me?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, I beg your pardon. I am called Trommel Guado. I am in the direct service of our leader, the great Seymour Guado. Lord Seymour has very important business with Lady Yuna.
Business with me? Whatever could it be, I wonder?
Please, come inside the manor. All will be explained. Of course, your friends are also welcome.
Twist our arms, why don't you? Ah, I almost forgot.
Oh, okay, so we can do customizing. Perfect. It's explaining you can only do customized gears with open slots. Doop-to-doo. How would you add Fire Strike to that?
What would you do without?
Nope, I would keep mashing apparently. Okay, so first strike, I don't really want to waste a return sphere. I could do stone strike on the sensor weapon, so we'd always have sensor. What else could we do? Really not that much. Really don't have that much for this, so I'm debating. Maybe I will do a first strike, so he's always going. He kind of already goes first every time, anyways. Let's just do stone strike for now, and maybe we'll find something better for higher strength or something. So this just gives a. Oh, it almost always. Oh wow. I know it was a better chance than stone touch, but. Okay. Now what do we got for our shields? We've got ward proof. Oh right, stone proof. I could add stone ward protects against petrification, completely protects. Ooh, oh, you need more elixirs. We have stone proof. What, do I have a better armor that I have a spot in for him, maybe? So we can get rid of Basilisk Steel and P Steel. I could do this. And we could add the stone proof on it at least. Then he's not susceptible to it at all. Kinda, yeah, let's do that. There, now we're almost out of petrified grenades already. We spent a long time farming them, so I wanted to really use them. Okay, we can use one X potion for 5%. Then he'll have 5/5 and stone proof. If we had a higher defense, I'd do it, but you know what? Maybe we'll probably find better stuff later. Who cares? All right. So Titus has some better stuff on, which is good. Alright, so this looks like the inn. I don't remember where items are in Guado Salam. All I remember is there's a sigil or a crest I need to go back to later. Pretty much as soon as we're forced out of an area, we go right back into it. And that's where we'll get the sigil or the crest. I can't remember which. I think it's for, actually, it's for Lulu. So we'll have both of her sigil and crests done. Pretty much right around now, if I can do the 200 lightning, which last time it only took me 1 try. The time before that it took me 2, so I'm kind of hoping it doesn't take me too many tries. I would have liked to get it done in this video, but I know there's going to be a lot of talking, so we'll start it off in the next video. I can't remember, I think it takes about 20 minutes to get through 200 strikes. I don't know, I'm already kind of jittery about it. I don't want to mess it up, but I mean, like, what am I gonna do? Just hope not to.
These are the past leaders of the Guado.
They all look the same.
Maester Seymour doesn't look like them, no.
Don't you know? The last leader, Maester Jiskel, wed a human woman. She was Seymour's mother.
Oh.
I'm trying to hurry this up and
This way,
increase
please.
only Lulu's affection for scenes later. Just because it's my favorite extra scenes.
I will go inform Lord Seymour. Please wait here.
There's no temple here in Guado Salam, see? Summoners usually just pass through on their way elsewhere. What?
I didn't even ask a question and you're explaining things.
You'd rather I say nothing, then?
No. Maybe you finally believe I don't know anything about Spira. And maybe that means you believe me about Zanarkand, too?
Well, there are many things I do not know. Your Zanarkand is one of those things. I suppose I can't say what I think, either way. Still, be careful. You shouldn't tell other people.
Yeah, I know.
Stay on your guard.
Why? This guy's just a priest, right?
No.
Those with power use that power. Maesters have power.
Wait. You sure you don't have something against Yevon?
He should.
I lived a long time in Zanarkand.
Ah.
What could it be? Oh.
This is good.
Kimahri not like Mr. Seymour.
Yeah, don't blame you.
I get the feeling he called us up here for more than just dinner.
You're not wrong.
Truly, it is good to have guests again. Since Lord Jiskel passed away, these halls have been too quiet.
The death of Lord Jiskel was a great loss for all of Spira.
Was this Maester Jiskel really such a great guy?
He brought the teachings of Yevon to the Guado. He was truly a great man.
truly a loss for us all. But now a new leader, Lord Seymour, has come before us. Lord Seymour is the child of a Guado and a human. He will be the tie that binds our two races together. But that is not all, I think. Lord Seymour, he will surely become the shining star that lights the way for all the peoples of Spira.
That is enough, Trommel. Must I always endure such praise? Welcome!
You wanted to see me?
Please, make yourselves at home. There's no rush.
Please keep this short. Yuna must rush.
Pardon me. It's been a long time since I had guests. Lady Yuna, this way.
Oh, I can't skip this either.
This sphere is a reconstruction created from the thoughts of the dead that wander the far.
Hey, it's Xanarkin.
Xanarkin?
Correct. Xanarkin, as it looked 1,000 years ago. The great and wondrous Machina city, Xanarkin. She once lived in this metropolis.
She who? Lady Yunalesca!
She was the first person to defeat sin and save the world from its ravages. And you have inherited her name.
It was my father who named me.
Lord Braska was entrusting you with a great task. He wanted you to face sin as Lady Yunalesca did. However, Lady Yunalesca did not save the world alone. To defeat the undefeatable sin, it took an unbreakable bond of love, of the kind that binds two hearts for eternity.
Wow, your face is beet red.
You okay?
Oh, he asked me to marry him.
You serious?
Yeah, it's not
hey.
weird or creepy.
You know what Yuna must do.
Of course.
She looks like she's 16.
Lady Yuna.
He's like 30
No.
something.
All
Not creepy at all.
summoners are charged with bringing peace to Spira. But this means more than just defeating sin. She must ease the suffering of all Spira. She must be a leader for the people. I proposed to Lady Yuna as a maester of Yevon.
Spira is no playhouse. A moment's diversion may amuse an audience, but it changes nothing.
Even so, the actors must play their parts.
It is like flying around the
There's no need to answer right away.
Oh, it's
Please,
not. It's just
think it
something
over.
swinging back and forth.
We will do so then. We leave.
Lady Yuna, I await your favorable reply. Why are you still here, sir? I beg your pardon. We Guado are keen to the scent of the far plain.
So that's our first hint that Orin's dead. He's smelling him. Yeah, I'd do that too. Oh, wait. I think we have to attempt to leave.
Yuna, the High Summoner's daughter. Seymour, the leader of the Guado. Married in the name of Yevon, overcoming the barriers of race. It would give Spira something cheery to talk about for a change.
Sounds just like a passing daydream, like Oren says.
Come on, let's just get on with the pilgrimage. I mean, marriage?
Jealous?
What? No way. We gotta defeat sin. Romance can wait.
You sure picked a fine time to lay this one on us.
Maybe it is a fine time.
You serious?
If my getting married would help Spira, if it would make people happy, if I could do that for people,
That's not why you get
maybe
married,
I should
kid.
do what I can. I never imagined doing anything like this. But I won't answer till I know what's right.
Seriously?
You could always just quit your pilgrimage and get married.
I will. Go on. I'm sure that Lord Seymour will understand.
I guess so.
I am a summoner. I must fight and defeat sin.
Like Braska before you.
I had to stop myself from shouting. What's there to think about?
I'm going to the far plane. I'm going to see my father and think on this.
Go on. We'll be right behind you.
I wondered why none of the others ever asked Yuna. Do you love Seymour? Do you even like him?
To the far plane. Is there an item back here? Oh, it's over here. Thought I remembered an item. Ooh, 18 lightning marbles. That's probably something for customizing.
Question. About this far plane. When somebody dies, a summoner sends them to the far plane, right? So their souls, or whatever they are, they go to the far plane, right? But that's the far plane we're going to, right? And Yuna's old man's there too? Do dead people live there or something?
You thinking those funny thoughts again, yeah?
Yeah, he is.
You'll see once we get there.
Aren't you coming?
I do not belong there.
You're scared.
Searching the past to find the future. This is all that is there. I need it not. You'd better be going.
You're not really going to see the dead. More like your memories of them. People think of their relatives, and the Fireflies react to them. They take on the form of the dead person. An illusion, nothing else. Well, have fun.
What? You're not going either, Riku?
I keep my memories inside.
Huh?
Memories are nice, but that's all they are.
So we have to come back to the far plane after we leave it to pick up, I think it's Lulu's, either sigil or crest. So that's Wakka's brother. That's apparently looks like Tidus. I mean, same sort of body build, but not the same haircut. I can't tell the face from here. It's kind of weird how small of a viewing area I guess we have for the far plane. See, now this view, that's more what I expected.
The far plane was cool, but I couldn't stop thinking about Yuna. Her parents, they looked so happy together. But it got me worried that maybe seeing them would make Yuna really consider Seymour's proposal.
Why don't you try calling someone? All you have to do is think about them.
Yo, Chapu! Meant to come see you earlier, yeah? Sorry. I know you won't hold it against me. I gave up that game. I'm a guardian from here on, you know? This guy looks a lot like you. Showed up. Traveling with him, I thought maybe you were still alive somewhere, yeah? But then again, here you are on the far plane.
I didn't even see Kimahri.
So, how you been? Oh, that guy I just told you about? I gave him your sword. He likes it.
Huh? Whoa. So, Yuna?
I've decided.
Oh, really? That's good.
I remember when I was only 7 years old in Bevelle that day. My father had defeated Sin, and the whole town was out in the streets. Everyone was laughing. They all seemed so happy. If I defeated Sin, that would make everyone happy, wouldn't it? I must do what everyone wants, not just what I want.
Let's go back. You gotta tell Seymour.
Before that, call Sir Jecht. Give it a try.
Huh?
Don't worry. He won't come.
Trying not to think about my old man made me think about him, of course.
See, told you.
He isn't here because he's not dead. He's Sin.
That means he's alive, you know.
What if my old man really is Sin? What would I say to Yuna? Heck, to everybody in Spira. Wait, why should I have to apologize for him anyway? I'd rather never see him again.
What makes you hate him so?
Everything he does just makes me mad. It was his fault that me and my mother... Mom? It's her.
She's very pretty.
But wait, no one ever performed the sending for her.
She must have accepted death while she was still alive.
Whoa there. That's my mother you're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I think I just figured something out.
What?
Why I hate my old man.
See? So I told him what I thought of him right there.
What? Really?
Course.
I suppose, but...
Mommy!
Just a sec, dear.
Whenever my old man was around, my mother wouldn't even look at me. Maybe that's when I started to resent him, even hate him. When he left us, Mom just lost her energy.
Is she all right?
Why should you care?
If she dies, I wouldn't know what to do.
Don't say Mom is gonna die.
I apologize.
The old lady next door told me, when a lovebird dies, the one left behind, it just gives up living so it can join its mate. It was just like that. I hated my old man even more. But really, my old man...
Mommy!
Just a sec, dear.
Go to him. He'll cry if you don't.
Oh, man. I must sound so stupid.
I don't think so.
How embarrassing.
Yeah, it'd be kind of embarrassing finally realizing you were
some more
childish
time.
as a child, but I mean,
No.
you were a child,
I'm ready.
but you kept
Did
that
I
resentment for too
miss
long.
something?
Thanks for waiting. I'll go give my answer to Maester Seymour.
Lord Jiskel!
Oh, Lord Jiskel!
He does not belong here.
Why?
Yuna, send him.
And then another hint that Orin's actually dead. When she starts
Lord
performing the
Jiskel.
sending, he starts
He
getting
is
weak.
Lord Jiskel no more. Send him now.
Talk later. We leave now.
What was that just now? That really Lord Jiskel?
I don't understand how a man like Lord Jiskel can die and not be sent.
I would think that he was sent once, but he stayed on Spira. Something, a powerful emotion, could have bound him to this world. Such things happen.
That's against the rules, isn't it?
It means he died an unclean death.
Alright, let's see if we can go back and grab it real quick. Wait, where is it? Am I blind here? We might have to wait till we're almost done. Because I think we have to see Lulu there again. Not 100% though. Oh, I didn't even know about this. I was trying to go down to the inn so I could save and we could end the video. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys join me in the next one. Bye.